Welcome back live here at Sugarfoot Barbecue as we continue on in the Coaches Show here, and joined now with Bryant Corder, one of the star athletes over at Rich Hill High School, and his dad. And one of the things that we want to do, folks that are not familiar, of course, we want to do as much as we can to promote, of course, the kids, the schools, the athletes, and so opportunity to talk with Bryant as he is a recent signee at Division I South Dakota State. So first and foremost, congratulations, Bryant, and tell the folks a little bit about what made you make the decision. I know you were getting some looks from a couple Big Ten schools and folks say mid-majors, a lot of just different schools and things, but what put the Jackrabbits over the top?
Really, it's just kind of their facility they had. Got a real nice dome. They practice indoor most of the season. Met some really nice kids up there.
You have to do that up there when the snow's about hip deep.
Yeah, that's a major part. Met some real nice kids up there, and it just kind of seemed down like right here, small town kind of, about the size of Nevada. Kids immediately made me feel like family, somewhere I could just get in immediately.
And you're, of course, going to be running track up there, triple jumping and stuff. If you want to, you can try to jump over the ceiling a little bit later or something.
No, I don't think I can do
that. But one of the things, just as we mentioned that and stuff, then what's one of the keys, and I know you mentioned, in terms of being able to kind of get on the field, as they say, pretty quickly and stuff, but what are you looking most forward to besides just obviously the ability to play and contribute immediately?
Probably continuing to compete, just being away almost, kind of getting to be on my own.
Good to get, not too far away from home, but a good enough distance. You can't just go home over the weekend? Or
Yeah, I mean, it's close enough. I can get in the vehicle Friday night, get home late Friday, and be fine, or stay up there several weeks in a row.
Now, Rich, appreciate his dad's joined us here today as well, and you stay busy, of course, reffing basketball and volleyball and just about anything else with the ball. How fun has it been over the last couple years? And I know you've cut back on your schedule so you could watch Bryant quite a bit. And how fun has it been just to watch this process? And what part did you play, probably trying to say, well, these are my thoughts on it, but hey, this is your decision as well?
I pretty much think you summed it up right there. First off, it's been a lot of fun to watch him play, going way back to even kindergarten and watch him grow up and mature, and really mature as not just as an athlete, but as a young man over the years. But he started getting recruited a little bit there after his sophomore year when he won state triple jump, and one of the schools that was looking at him was University of Sioux Falls, which was in South Dakota, and we got to looking up there, and he really liked the idea of going someplace where it was more of a country setting and less of an urban environment. So him being a country kid his entire life, and after his junior year, we just started looking at all around the Midwest, and both the University of South Dakota and South Dakota State both showed a lot of interest in him, and we took a visit up there a couple of weeks ago. Really was leaning towards South Dakota, at least that's what I thought he was doing. Didn't have really any indication that South Dakota State would be where he would like to go. And then once he saw South Dakota State, saw the facilities, met the kids, and I think meeting his future teammates is what put it over the top. They were just such an incredible bunch of young men and women, and just sat there and just talked to them literally for hours. And he came back, he said, that's where I want to be.
Now, I'll ask both you guys this. One of the things that I've talked with, parents and guys in the past and stuff that have, not all of them, but a lot have said is a differentiating factor, how quick a school gets in on you and shows interest. How important was that for you, and then what was your perception of the importance as well?
Well, I mean, I started leaning towards the University of South Dakota pretty early. They did a home visit in the summer, and they got in on me quickly. They were one of the first schools to kind of really show a lot of interest in the other in Sioux Falls, and I think they're really the first major D1 school, and that kind of made me really want to go up there. And then South Dakota State's like, well, you're coming up here, visit University of South Dakota. Why don't you come, a couple hours north, come visit us? So I went up there, kind of just thinking, the Dakota Dome was awesome. Get there, and their dome's even a lot better for track. And yeah, kind of getting in quick really helped. And now I've made my choice, and it's really easy to relax senior year.
Okay.
Yeah, I pretty much think he summed it up there. We really figured that any school that he was going to go to, most likely a mid-major, was going to want him to sign early. All the mid-majors said pretty much the same thing, is that we're looking to sign early, and that's how it went from there.
Any chance, one of the things I know we had talked about when he was going through the process, of course, great athlete in multiple sports, any opportunity may originate or come up to walk on or participate in some of the other sports as well?
I've kind of given some thought to trying to walk on maybe to the football program as a receiver or special teams, but don't know really how that'd go. Just kind of give something to do other than track, because it's going to be hard just doing one sport through college.
Except in college, one sport's enough to keep you busy year-round.
Yeah, usually.
Yeah, I'm not so sure he realizes how busy he's going to be in the fall, even with just preseason conditioning. And they do have a very top-notch football program if he could manage to walk on as receiver. They did beat KU this past fall. That's true.
You guys KU fans? Okay, excellent. Good.
Good. I didn't offend anybody. So, I know he's thought about that, but, that again, that's entirely his decision.
Well, switch gears a little bit on you and stuff. Of course, guys, football season ended last week a little bit earlier than you'd have liked and things, but everyone in the area is expecting big things, of course, out of the basketball team this year and things. Just what are you guys saying in terms of, do you have to temper those expectations a little bit in terms of what you want to do? You won the first district you guys had in quite a while last year. Obviously, like to repeat, take another step and those kind of things. And I want to know if you're going to have a chance to try to dunk on that guy later this year, what he's going to do to stop you.
He's probably going to put a big forearm right in my stomach.
I think he's going to tackle him. That's what I would do.
Well, no, just in terms of joking a little bit there with Merrick, and we'll talk with him in just a little bit. But what's just your guys' expectations as a team and squad this year, and what do you have to do anything to kind of keep the excitement chill down because you've got still a long season ahead of you? Well,
it's a long season. Haven't had first practice yet, but just from looking what they've done in the summer, it looks like we're going to be really good. A lot of kids are stepping up. We're missing Jacob Thompson out of our starting rotation. The only point guard we've had for several years. But Cole Heckinen's really stepped up to take that role. Blaine Robb's controlling the ball a lot easier. He can bring the ball up the floor if we need him to. He can play the 1 through 5 position if we ask him to. I think we're going to be bigger this year. Got Aiden Humble 6'5", Ryan Malone 6'6", and Blaine Robb 6'2". Going to be a lot bigger than we've been before. Really going to help us, and it's not like they're slow too. They can all move.
If you had, this is just from a perspective looking around, if you had someone with that height and Merrick's width, that would probably really be significant for you. Aiden's a little bit slender in there.
Yeah, I'd give him the ball every time.
Well, guys, appreciate you again taking your time to come over and stuff. Bryant, congratulations. Successful rest of your senior year, and on forward being a Jackrabbit.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Again, you're listening to the Coaches Show live right here from Sugarfoot Barbecue and Rich and Bryant Quarter from Rich Hill. We'll talk with a couple of the boys from Osceola, and I'm sure they'll have some thoughts on what they're going to try to do to slow him and the rest of the gang down in basketball. But they've still got some football to be played tomorrow night, and we'll talk about that here in just a little bit. Live right here again from Sugarfoot Barbecue. We'll back right after this on Prepcast KCMW.